Shalom, shalom, Akim. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All praise, glory, and honor goes to Yahweh Bashem Yahushua for giving us this truth. The title of this lesson is going to be called Endurance, because that is an important thing in this truth, man. Because you got a lot of people falling out, man. You got individuals that come in this truth because they look at it as a fad. But this is real life, man. You know, we put our life on the line for this truth, man. We go out and teach the gospel of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, you know what I'm saying, because we love our people and we love our nation. But you got those individuals that do it to be seen, you know what I'm saying? And once the Most High take the oil from you, you know, boom, they go back into the world. But this video is for the sincere brothers who strive for righteousness by Shema Mashiach Yahushua, you know, through endurance. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 2, and it reads, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt." So the ones that wake up and come back to this truth, man, they gonna wake up to everlasting life, man. But then you're gonna have individuals that's gonna wake up to everlasting contempt. And that's everlasting without end. So once we get delivered out of this place, in the kingdom, you know what I'm saying, you're going to be looked down on. You two-thirds. The two-thirds that fell out. Or that was never in the truth, man. The Most High is going to, you know what I'm saying, use us to have everlasting content on the wicked. You know what I'm saying? You individuals out there that want to smoke weed, that want to continue to just be wicked in Babylon, man. You know? So let me get that again. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 12, verse 2, and it reads, "And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake." So that goes back to the valley of the dry bones, man. The ones that was spiritually dead, they're gonna wake up. You know, so they're gonna wake up to know that they was a Hebrew Israelite. We still have to keep these commandments. They're gonna come out of these damn churches. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna praise the Most High, you know what I'm saying? Not no idols and stuff like that. And that goes for Issachar, because Issachar, they worship Mary, man. When you go into these Mexican neighborhoods, you know, they worship Mary, man. They got statues and all type of murals of Mary and stuff like that. That's going off, man. You know, you're supposed to be worshiping the Creator, man. You know what I'm saying? That goes for you so-called Negroes, man, too, man. You so-called blacks, man. You black Americans, man. You know? It's saying an everlasting contempt. So the ones that don't wake up, it's going to always be a contention, man. You know? They're going to have sorrow in the kingdom. Because everybody is going to have their spot in the kingdom of heaven. You're going to have the 144,000, which is the ruling class of Israel. You're going to have the middle class, and then you're going to have the lower class, man. And the lower class is pretty much going to be you two-thirds, man. You know, you're going to have Israelite privilege, but you ain't going to be on our level. You're going to be like, in this captivity, you're going to be like the everyday Edomite that has white privilege, but he's not rich. That's going to be you, man. Because you failed to keep the commandments. Now, you're still going to have the name Israel, but you're not going to be a ruler. You know, you're going to have everlasting content. Because, believe it or not, we are coming in some real crucial and dire times, man. In this truth, man. And I'm going to show you, man, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. And it reads, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." You know what I'm saying? So we coming in the time of Jacob's trouble, man. You know? Very dire times. We have Trump, this dude DJ Trump, he's fulfilling the will of the Most High, man. You know? Even though he's the wicked, you know, but he's doing what the Most High tell him to do, man. Because the scriptures tell you that the king's heart, the Most High controls the king's heart, man. And Donald Trump is the king right now because he's the president. So let me get that again. This is the book of Jeremiah, chapter 30, verse 7. And it read, "At last, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it." So, in other words, it's going to be trouble for you so-called black Americans, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. You so-called Negro, you know what I'm saying, Latinos and Native American Indians, man. These are the times that we are coming in. This is why we go out here and wake up our people. Because the prophets, whenever the Most High sent, you know, destruction, he always set up the men of the Lord to go out and teach and wake up the remnant. Because the Most High really don't even want everybody. He only want a remnant. Because 2/3 of our people, their mind is bugged out, man. It's gummed up. They can't be saved on this side. This is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 38. And it reads, "For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage, until the day of Noah entered into the ark, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away." So that's how it's going to be, man. They're not going to know, man. You know, until this thing really boils up and you're going to have, you know, so-called Negroes looking for the Israelites that's on the streets. But they're not going to be able to find us. Pursuant to the book of Amos, when it talks about they shall run to and fro to seek the knowledge. Because believe it or not, it's going to be a drought of this truth, man. You know, because they're gonna cut off YouTube. You know, and once they do that, that's when martial law is gonna come in, because we gonna be out there teaching without this camera. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be able to do the work without the camera. So once they tell us that we can't be out there teaching no more, then we basically did our job. You know, all the brothers in all the camps throughout the four corners of the earth, waking up Israel, we did our job. You know, and therefore we're going to be delivered after that. But we pray that we are those men, because we don't know. We just vessels set up for Yahweh Shem Yahushua. We hope to be found worthy of being delivered out of Babylon. This is the book of Daniel, chapter 2, verse 44. And it reads, "And in the days of these kings shall the God of heaven set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to another people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever." And that's the kingdom of heaven, man. And that's what we're looking for, man. We're looking for the kingdom of heaven, man. So it's all about endurance, man, because the prophecies, the Most High is not slack concerning the promise, man, that he promised to you Israelites, man, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians, man. The Most High is not slack concerning the promise, man. Because, you know what I'm saying, this is our reward for doing the work of the Most High. This is our reward. So all we have to do is endure, man, to the end. Like Yahweh Shah said, he that endured to the end, the same shall be saved, man. And let me get this. This is the book of Zechariah, chapter 8, verse 23. And it reads, "Thus saith the Lord Yahweh of hosts, in those days it shall come to pass that 10 men shall take hold out of all languages of the nations, even shall take hold of the skirt of him that is a Jew," man. You know, so they're going to take hold of us, man. They're going to see the power that the Most High give us, and then they're going to want to be down. But they're going to have their spot in the kingdom because they're going to serve us for 1,000 years, man. So I hope this video was edifying through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. With that, Shalom.